episode of The Dragon's Lair. As my previous video said, this is another book review. Not really a review. I'm just going to sit and talk about my book, one of my books that I published, or got published. But before I do that, I want to welcome back my subscribers. Thank you for clicking on the video and watching. If you're new here, please hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon, hit the thumbs up. They all help the channel grow. And yes, my channel doesn't grow as fast as a lot of people's does, but it does grow, and I'd like it to grow more. But I'm not in it to make it monetary, but it would be cool if it did. Sorry about that. So this book discussion is going to be on my new book. This was just published this week, and it's the Celtic. Wow, I can't remember my own titles. Celtic Lifestyle Guidebook, and it's for people that want to bring their heritage into their lifestyle and live not as their ancestors did, but give more of a meaning to their living with their cultural heritage. That's the word I was trying to say. Live their cultural heritage in modern times. And it's actually only 179 pages, which isn't bad, but it goes into full detail, everything that you would need. Like you got the Celtic Wheel of the Year, so you have all the different holidays of the Celtic world or Celtic heritage. Each celebration has its own menus, their own types of food. It's got daily rituals, rhythms, and sacred spaces for your home, connecting to nature, exploring your ancestry, your heritage, and lineage. Learning different parts of the different languages of the Celts. So you have like Welsh, Cornish, Scottish, Irish, Manx, which is the Isle of Man, Breton from Brittany, and some of its myths and stories, and how to take better care of yourself, exercise, wellness, herbalism, crafts, arts, community, hospitality, pilgrimaging, or traveling to those areas and exploring your family's heritage. And there's actually further resources and further learning. And then there is a section on kilts and Celtic clothing, living in kilts all the time. And then there's like appendixes where you have glossaries, recipes. So it's actually a really good book. I just got it finished a couple of weeks ago, and it just now got published after being at the editor and then publishers. So it's actually a really good book. It's in paperback, so you don't have to worry about bending it or breaking the book. The art is in color because it would have been to get it done as fast as it did. The artwork had to be in color, but you know what? The artwork doesn't actually look that bad in black and white. So I mean, and it does give you a little section talking about bagpipes, harps, and other Celtic instruments and other music. So I mean, it's a really good book. It's taken a long time to get it detailed and written out and done and formatted and then published. I came up with the idea a couple of years ago when I actually taught a Celtic cultural class at the local college. and people seem to like it. So I figured, you know what? Why don't I take all my notes and my research and write a book? Write it into a book, so you can have this. And if I actually get back to teaching that class again, this will probably be one of its main books to use. It's a really well detailed, filled out book, well researched book. Um, there is even a section on swords and sword fighting in modern times and stuff. So if there's everything there that you like, check out the book. I'll put a link. I'll put a link down below to my published works page. This is in the nonfiction section, and you can check out those, or you can check out my literature or my fiction section, whatever you enjoy. All I ask is, if you want to, buy one of my books or buy a couple of them. So, I mean, there's not much more to say. The synopsis that the publisher wrote for the back of the book was, live the lore, breathe the earth, walk the Celtic path. The modern Celtic lifestyle book is your complete companion for crafting a meaningful, grounded, and joyful life rooted in Celtic heritage and spirit. From daily routines and spiritual devotion to feast recipes and rites of passage, this book honors the old ways while offering tools of modern life. Whether you're a solitary seeker, a community leader, or a Celtic at heart, you'll find home here. And they spelled honors wrong. They forgot the U. So, but that's another thing. If you read my books, most of my books, unless I didn't catch it, most of my books have British English in it, because growing up, writing that way, even when I was a little kid, I always wrote the British way. I always said, even in my journalism classes and my creative writing classes, that I write with a British accent. I don't speak with I speak with an American accent because I'm American, but I write with a British accent. So, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you check out the book. I hope you if you purchase it, please leave a comment and tell me what you thought of it after you read it and stuff. I'll always read your comments, even if they're bad or good. They're comments. They're how you feel, so I shouldn't be offended. But thank you. I hope you have a good day and enjoy and have fun. I forgot to mention before I leave that I do have a Celtic website that I'll put a link down below, and you can check that out. There's recipes, there's links to buying clothes, buying kilts, links to getting mead, and other research material that's useful. So if you want to, you can check that website out. As I said, I'll put a link down below. It'll be underneath my published works page. And for the people that don't know, I wear kilts every single day. I haven't worn pants in 12 years now. I stopped wearing pants. I only wear kilts. A lot of my house decorations have always been Celtic in style because I grew up knowing my heritage. I'm Scottish, Irish, English, and Spanish. And my grandfather, one of my grandfathers who was also English, was also a little bit of Dutch, and had not enough Blackfoot in him to even matter. But yes, but I grew up always knowing what my heritage was and where I came from, where my ancestors came from. When I was a little kid in New Jersey, we had the family Bible that always had stuff written in it where people came from, moved from. So, and growing up, my one grandmother, who was Spanish, wanted to teach my sister and I Spanish, and my other grandmother, who was Irish, wanted to teach us Irish Irish language. Um, and unfortunately, being little kids or being young kids, you wanted to go out and play, go out and hang out with your friends. You didn't want to sit and learn languages. And now, being 52 years old, I wish I did. So if you ever have the chance to learn a language, do it. Because especially when you're younger, it's easier. Because when I was in 6th grade, I learned French, and it was easy to pick up. And even though I don't know jack crap about the French language anymore, I I had a great time in my French class in 6th grade. Um, but yeah, no, bringing that brings back a lot of memories of being read bedtime stories about the Boggins, the Sheep, um, the Redcaps, and then I got my grandmother. My Irish grandmother actually lived with us when I was my sister and I were growing up, and my brother, who was born in '89, got to spend a lot of time with her too until she passed away in 2004, or no, 2000. She was 96 and she was born in '04. So yeah, she died in 2000. Um, but yeah, no, she knew how to cook. She Irish American, so she did the corned beef and potatoes and carrots on St. Patrick's Day. Even though my Irish grandmother spent a lot of time making a lot of Italian food. So somewhere out there, there's an Italian family that cooks a lot of Irish food. Because I'm sure they traded recipes at some point in time. Because my grandmother would be one of those people that would make spaghetti sauce in a big pot and start cooking it at like 6 in the morning, and it would be ready at 6 or 7 at night. So I mean, all day cooking. But yeah, no, made she made lots of Irish food. She made some English food. She made bread pudding. She would make the traditional Irish breakfast once in a great while. So I mean, it was like, and I still don't eat beans. Even back then, I didn't eat beans. So I mean, but a lot of that's actually in this book too. Not the history of it. That would be in my family handbook, my family book. Um, but some of the recipes for that are in here. Not the Italian ones, the Celtic ones. So you have the Irish breakfast. And you even have the haggis recipe in here. I believe I put one in. So I mean, I really enjoyed writing this book because I figured, you know what? I've been doing this for most of my life, on and off. I've known my heritage all my life, and I'm proud of my heritage. I'm also proud to be an American, but heritage comes first. So I mean, I enjoy it. I love history, and I also love learning about other cultures. So I mean, why not write a book and make it special to me, to where it's got all the ideas of how to live a modern Celtic life. So please, if you want, please check out the book. Even if you don't like it, you can buy it and then donate it after that. And then check out my website. The book will be on the website too. So hope you have a good day, have fun, and sorry for a little extra expansion to the video.